And we're going to do lesson 32. I started this in class and did some examples, but let's try it again. I know this is an area where kids typically have trouble, so I didn't want to pass this time by without doing a video. So here we go. The first one is convert 360 inches into yards. We're going to use 2 unit multipliers for this. If you want to pause the video and try it yourselves, because we did this one in class, you can, or you can just watch this one and I'll have you pause it for the other ones. So we're converting, this one is inches into yard. Now when we're talking about our unit multipliers, we know that there's 36 inches in 1 yard, but that's not one that we've really been given. They'll usually tell you, like in this problem, they'll say use 2 unit multipliers. That way you'll know what to do. But right now we're going to use 2 unit multipliers. So let's just try it. So we're going to start out like we have in the past. We do 360 and it's inches, and we're going to go into yards, and we will use 2 unit multipliers to do that. So you're going to put down your 2. If it says 3, you put down 3. If it says 4, you put down 4. Now remember, we're always going to go diagonal with our units, but we're going to go from inches to yards. We're going to end up with yards. So you can put what you want to end up with at the end, inches into yards. Okay, so we're going to go diagonal with our units. So we're going to do inches. Now here's the mystery unit. We don't know what they are, but we know we can go from inches to feet and then feet to yard because we have those unit multipliers. So I'm going to put feet up here, and then we're going to go diagonal, and we're going to put feet down here. And you put the 12 with the inches. There are 12 inches with 1 foot for 1 foot. Now, a lot of times kids will confuse them and just put the number on the top and put the 1 on the bottom. But make sure you put the number of units in the other unit, the smaller one, with the smaller unit. And then over here we have there are 3 feet in 1 yard. Now, another tricky part. When you figure this out, you're going to multiply across the top. You can put a 1 over this if it helps. You're going to multiply across the top, across all the numerators, and we're going to go and get 360. And watch out, the units cross out like this. And we're left with yards. And then across the bottom, we're going to end up with 36 yards. And the 36s, this will go in 10 times, and your final answer is 10 yards. So you can just leave it as yard without the S. Okay, let's try another one. I'll read it and then you try it yourselves. Use 2 unit multipliers to convert 1.4 kilometers to centimeters. And if you just hold on 1 second, I need to make my pen thinner, so this is going to look messy for a minute. Just hold on a second till I do that. Okay, and we're back. Okay, so we are going to use 2 unit multipliers to convert 1.4 kilometers to centimeters. So go ahead and pause the video, see if you can do this, and then start it back up and see how you did. Okay, hopefully you gave it a try. Let's just talk about our units. So we know that there are 100 centimeters in a meter. Okay, so those are 2 unit multipliers that we're going to use. So let's just figure out which direction we're going to put them, what we're going to put on the top. So we're going to start out, you're going to put 1.4, what we're given on the top. We're going to use 2 unit multipliers, like they say. We want to end up with centimeters, so we're going to put centimeters at the end. We're going to put this one diagonal, and we have to we have to figure out the mystery unit, so we're going to go kilometers to meters to centimeters. We're going to work our way down. So we're going to use both of these. Now we're going to use this one. We're going to go to meters, so we're going to put the 1 kilometer on the bottom and the 100 meters on the top. And this one kind of works out the same way. We want to go to centimeters, but we want to diagonalize the meters, so we're going to put meters on the bottom. There's 100 centimeters in 1 meter. Then you would just multiply. There's just ones in the denominator, so when we multiply this all through, we're going to get 1.4 times 100 times 100, and it's going to be, let's cross our units out. These cross out, and we're left with centimeters. Now we have 4 zeros, so without doing the long multiplication, we can move our decimal point over 4 places, and we're going to get 140,000 centimeters. And that is the answer. So let's try another one. Okay, this time we're going to go miles to inches. Now we don't have a conversion factor from miles to inches, but we can take miles into feet. So I'm going to give you the unit multipliers first, and then I want you to try it. So the one in the middle is going to be feet. So we're going to get 12 inches, and I don't know if the 12 inches is going to be on the top or the bottom, over 1 foot. We know that. And we also know that there's 5,280 feet in 1 mile. So go ahead and pause the video and see if you can use these 2 unit multipliers to convert 24 miles into inches. Go. Okay, let's see if you got what I got. So we're going to start with what we're given, which is 24 miles. 24 miles. And we are going to use 2 unit multipliers. We're going the whole way down to little teeny inches. So we're going to end up with inches. And we're going to make this diagonal. So this is going to be miles. We want inches to end up. And I already told you we're going to go into feet in the middle. So, and then we're going to diagonalize the feet and put the feet under here. All right, so we're going to pick this one because it has feet in miles. So I put it in the right order. The bigger one on the top here, 5,280 feet over 1 mile. It doesn't always work out like that. And the same with this one, 1 foot, 12 inches in 1 foot. The miles will cross out here. The feet will be crossed out here, and we're left with inches. So we would just multiply this all across the top. So we would have 24 times 5,280 times 12 inches. And you would have to multiply all that out, and we're going to get 1,520,640 inches. 1,520,640 inches. So that's your final answer on that one. Okay, now we're going to do some area conversions. This is the part we didn't really get to. So I'll do the first one, and then I have a couple for you to try. Again, this one says use 2 unit multipliers to convert 4 square meters to square centimeters. The difference here is we're going to have square units. So let's try the first one. We have 4 square meters, and we're going to write it like this, 4 square meters. Now, because you have the squared meters, we need to have a meter down here and a meter down here, because meter squared is the same thing as meter times meter. So we're going to need to cross 2 of these to cross out with the 2 of those. We're going to square centimeters, so we're going to need centimeters and centimeters in order to get the square centimeters. We know that there's 100 centimeters in 1 meter, 100 centimeter in 1 meter. The meters, these 2 meters cross out with these 2 meters. We move our decimal point. We have 4 zeros, so we're going to move our decimal point 4 places to the right, and we're going to get 40,000 centimeters squared. All right, let's do another one. You guys can try this one on your own. Use 2 unit multipliers to convert 400 square inches to square feet. So go ahead and give it a try. Okay, hopefully you tried it. So we're going to put our 400 square inches. So it's going to be like that. They say to use 2-unit multipliers, so that's just a good hint for you that we're going to need inches down here and another inch is right over there to cross out with these 2 inches. And we want it to be square feet, so we're going to have feet and feet. These inches will cross out. And we just need to know that there's 12 inches. This time it's on the bottom because we're going from smaller to bigger. It's going to end up on the bottom. And we're going to multiply across the top. So we're going to get 400 times 1, but we don't need to write those ones. And across the bottom, we're going to get 12 times 12. And that would be feet squared. And then you would have to do all that, the multiplication, that'd be 144. So you're going to take 400 divided by 144, and we're going to get 2.78 feet squared. So that's it for the examples in the book, but I put one more bonus problem on here for you. This one is practice problem A. It says use 2-unit multipliers to convert 6 miles to inches. So stop the video and give that one a try. Okay, hopefully you tried that. Let's give it a try. This one is 2-unit multipliers. It's not the squared inches or squared miles. So we're going to put our 6 miles. And we're going to go, we need 2 of these. So you do 2 because they tell you to do 2. We're going from miles to inches, so the inches have to end up in the end. We're going to diagonalize these, so it's going to be miles. And the one in the middle is going to be feet. And then we're going to put the diagonal feet. So we have 5,280 feet in 1 mile. And we have 12 inches in 1 foot. So we're just going to multiply those together. 6 times 5,280 times 12 is going to give us 380,160 inches. Now the number should get significantly bigger when you're going from a big unit to a small unit. Little hint to make sure that you got it right. And why not? Let's just do one more example that's your practice problem B. You can try it so that you actually have done your practice problems. It is 20 square feet into inches square inches. So go ahead, give that one a try. That's like the second type of problem that we did. Okay, here we go. So we get 20 feet squared. Remember, when you have your units are squared, you need 2-unit multipliers. It says to use 2-unit multipliers in the book. So we have feet and feet. To cross out with these 2 feet, we're going into inches, so we need inches and inches to make square inches. There are 12 inches in 1 foot. There are 12 inches in 1 foot. Multiply across the top. Let's cross out our feet first. All we have left are inches, so it's going to be 20 times 12 times 12 inches squared. You would multiply that all out, and you get 2,880 inches squared. So that is it for lesson 33.